Anyone familiar with a series of unfortunate events? Yeah, that's what's going on with me right now. People, I'm cooked again. I'm possibly even more cooked than I realized previously. What's going on? Let me try to explain. So, about between 2 to 3 weeks ago, I posted a video. It was a collab trailer between two of my series, Persona Nikke. Catch being one of the Persona games was one I had intended to play, literally made a few days ago, I think. An announcement saying I wouldn't be able to, and then I was forced to. Because this collab, once it appears, it's gonna be gone. I have one chance to see it. One chance to get all the characters, and after that, we're gone. I was thinking that there was no way possible I could introduce it into the roster. But I was given a fantastic idea. And we tried it, and it's working. I never could have posted this amount of content. Like, it's not just the amount of episodes, it's the length of it as well. That was far beyond me before. But now it's within my reach, and I can possibly bring that to other series, which is going to be relevant soon. But we'll get back to that. I was thinking that I only had a month, because after the current event, this one, for those unaware, after it is done, then the Persona collab would be announced. Well, the trailer will be announced, and then we'll start the Persona collab, because that's typically been the pattern. Like, within a month's time of them announcing the collab, then we get a trailer, and then the characters themselves come. But as we got closer, I noticed something. This character, which if you haven't seen that, I had to change this. I don't know, because YouTube didn't allow the original one, just to show you how things were in this. And I'm going to mention it actually in the next Persona episode. Yeah. I saw this, then I recorded Persona episode 8. But the important thing is that this currently has 11 days on its banner. That's longer than this event is currently being out. It has less than a week left. And according to my previous thought, that would mean that it would still be out when the Persona collab dropped. And something told me that wouldn't be the case. And with that thought process, I went to my Discord and talked to my man Mitch, who I often rely on when it comes to scheduling things and stuff like this. And I told him, I think I'm in the clear. I think I'm going to have more time than I thought I would. And I will most definitely be able to meet all the characters I need to and hopefully avoid any spoilers the collab might drop. And then he responded to me, well, hold on. You know this company. You know they have a way of messing things up, right? You're messing your scheduling up. Don't count your eggs before they hatch. But I was so confident. I was like, the only thing I could possibly see them doing is releasing the Matisse team. One I have been looking forward to for a while. And the only team I think realistically that could come up soon that I will use my resources on, because that's another thing. Like I said before, the Persona cast, when they come, it's just for that moment. I have to get them or I will forever lose my ability to get them in the game. So until they did drop, I was going to skip whatever character that came out. And my thought process was, one other thing that you don't know is that the story, the main story in Nikke is supposed to come out in August. So there's only a limited time frame for one collab to come out. Possibly 2, if it was a shorter one, if it was 2 weeks. Which would make sense if they were going to do a filler character to give people some time after this event. A lot of people spent their money on this, I know. It would be smart of the devs to make a filler event before the Persona collab comes out. Give people some time to refresh their wallets, right? Matisse would not be a filler event, and there's 3 of them. I'm thinking this filler event will only have 1 character. Having 3 characters means you would need a much longer event. There's no way they could do that. I was dead Wrong. That is actually what they are doing. That was not a guess. That was me just saying what my worst case scenario was. Matisse is the next team. And for those who don't know, just look at LaPla's name, Ultimate Hero. Need I say more? Blue thing, need I say more? And one of my favorites. And this is gonna hurt because I want to get them. But I need to save my stuff for the Persona collab. But everyone, this was at most, when I threw this hypothetical, it was supposed to be a slight annoyance. But then I started looking closer. Take a look at this date. 7/23 to 8/12. That's not 2 weeks. That's longer than 2 weeks. And if we look at Maxwell's gonna be out, or will finally stop being out on August 20th. I don't know if those who don't know the game can follow, but let me just explain. You can't do a short event after that date and do the story chapters, because I strongly suspect they will not release Persona or the Persona collab with the story chapters. They want it to be on its own so people can just focus on that. You can't do a collab after this and still make the story chapters in August. That wouldn't make sense. What this seems to be telling me is that the Persona collab, at the very least, will at least be after this event and after the story event that will come after this. Well, once again, doesn't that sound like fantastic news? I mean, sure, it's a bummer that the collab won't be sooner, but it allows me to post up more episodes. I will definitely have met everyone I need to by then if I keep this pace, and we should be really good on the spoilers. Like, not just me, but also the rare amount of people who were watching this with me, because most of the people watching this, I think, know the game. They'll also have everything they need too for the collab. And that's actually what I told my man Mitch. I was like, I mean, yeah, sure, it sucks for the resources, but I can work on that. That's not the worst thing. And he's like, you don't understand. We both did our research, and it seems like what the devs are doing, because this is abnormal, right? What the devs are doing is that they want to release the Persona collab with the series anniversary. And I mean the whole series. What date would that be? September 20th, 2026. That seems to make sense. If Maxwell drops August 20th, or goes away August 20th, that would probably be a good time for, well, not necessarily the whole event to end, but although who knows, there's 3 characters. Point is, I can see the main story starting up, ending, maybe even another small event, and then them doing Persona to match up with the anniversary. That would be a pretty cool thing to do, and a reason on why they're breaking their normal tradition. Once again, shouldn't that be even better? People, I didn't get it. I don't know if I would have gotten it. Not anytime soon. But that's why I have some people helping me out. My man Mitch let me know that is possibly the worst date it could be. Why? Because that is when the first of the new games that I am going to play releases. September 17th, 2026 is when Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave releases. Oh, crud. Oh, crud, am I cooked?
Hey, don't give up. You can do this.
They did it. I thought I was 99.99% sure there is nothing they can do now. I have the series. I have so much recorded. I was on track to meeting the characters when I needed to. And absolutely, I am. Without a doubt. But originally the collab was coming out, or I thought it was, much earlier. I was always worried what would come out around Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Depending on the event, I could even skip it and come back to it later. Because if it's a Nikkei specific event, they will post it just 6 months later. It'd be late, but I could still see it. Not the Persona collab. Not any collab except the Stellar Blade ones, because that's their own IP. And the Nier Automata one, I mean, they were able to run that back, but I doubt they're going to do it for Persona. People, I'm back in red alert status. I'm back to needing help. For those who don't know, this is the series I'm talking about. I play Fire Emblem on my main channel. If you search by most popular, it is by far all these Fire Emblem. Wait, seriously? Where is that high up? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, but the sequel to this game is what comes out on that day. I mentioned in that trailer that Fire Emblem would affect things on my main channel. Now we've reached it. Somehow, some kind of way, the DK dev chose the most optimal way to make sure I would still be stressed. So, what does that mean for current events? I don't know. I am actually taking off work to make sure I'll be able to record enough episodes to start this train going. So that'll help. But there's only so much time in the day. I might have to pause everything at that time, except the collab videos in Fire Emblem. I don't know. But as far as now, it does mean I don't have to go as ham on my Persona episodes. If we have a whole month and a half before I even need to be worried about the collab or even the trailer, then I can start bringing some of the other series back. Not immediately. I think there's a point I want to get to in Persona 3, like an episode I want to upload before that, but I do need to start uploading the rest of the Nikkei event that's currently going on. So that'll be my first thought. I'm not sure if it'll be today, because honestly, once I heard the news, I kind of just conked out and I wasn't able to edit anything yesterday. So this might be the only video today. We'll see if I can manage to get something done, but I'm gonna start uploading the rest of this because that needs to be done. And I'm gonna keep uploading Persona. I still want to meet the character in question because I've just, at this point, there's been a lot of hype around, anticipation around me meeting that character. And I think once I do that, then I may slow down recording-wise and then get back to recording everything and kind of make an equal recording schedule. Maybe not equal. We'll play it by ear, but just know things are different now. I don't know if anyone expected that. I guessed it, but I didn't actually anticipate it. It's like the devs were right there in our conversation, waiting for a great idea, and they got it. Anywho, with that being said, that's it for me. If you have any advice, because you all helped me last time, please, as always, post them down in the comments below. I will try the method that I'm doing with Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, but not to the same degree because, well, like I said, I'll play it by ear. But for now, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, everyone, and I will see you all next time.